All right, so there's kind of a brief look at the show floor from day one. It is Friday, and I did kind of take intermittent footage, just periodically. I didn't really have a battle plan, as I like to say sometimes, but I did make note of some panels that were going to be throughout the weekend, that are held throughout the entire weekend. The creators that I wanted to meet, which I did meet quite a bit. I had a lot done today, which just felt so weird. I was here. I didn't show up right away. I walked over, I don't know, a little bit into that first hour maybe. Probably got there within that first hour, but I don't know. But it just felt so productive, and I ended up doing some shopping, which I didn't really intend to do a whole lot of, but I did kind of hold back. One book, which was kind of actually no, it was two bigger books I was looking at. I was like, I don't know if I want to do. And like the better part of me kind of held out. The comic fan side of me definitely wanted to pick them up, but I figured I was gonna kind of keep myself controlled there. But yeah, so pretty productive. I met several creators, and one of the big highlights, obviously, with physical programs, which they have here, celebrating Jeff Smith and his work on Bone, and just that property overall. So I did meet a few people, and I had so Ron Garney, Laura Martin, Tim Townsend, who I finally met, been wanting to meet him for years. I said Ron Garney, Laura Martin, Tim Townsend, Steve Epting, and Jeff DeCall. I didn't get a picture with him. He said he's not a big fan of pictures, so I can absolutely respect that. But he did sign my program. Some of the artists or some of the creators were charging. I kind of debated on some, but Tim Townsend, again, just a person I've wanted to meet for years, so I had to do that. And I had him sign all the same books that I had Chris Bacalo signed some years ago. This was the book I brought for John Romita Jr., but obviously he's not going to, he had to cancel his appearance from the passing of his father, John Romita Sr., so rest in peace to him. But I did meet, again, let me see, got these all kind of flipped out to prevent too much craziness. So yes, these are the books. I did kind of preview them on my blog. So I added his signature is Tim Townsend, so I got Tim Townsend, Humberto Ramos, and Chris Bacalo on that. On this one as well. And I do have two sets of those. And this is the one that Chris kind of played with a little bit when I met him a couple years ago. And this one also has Finch's signature, so those same three plus David Finch, because he did that cover. And then, as I said, I have another set there. And then this one, of course, one of my favorite covers that Chris definitely played with, which I absolutely loved on that. So I should get this one signed. I wonder if I ever got this one signed by Zeb Wells. I should have. I wonder if it was out when I met him before, the first time. But yes, I should have took it to C2E2 last time. I didn't think about that. But he was charging for signatures. We talked, and just fantastic. Again, him and Chris Bacalo, just I told him, like, you're just one of my favorite art teams. I love seeing their two names on something, on a project. I'm absolutely going to check it out. So I told him that, and he's actually retiring. So he just said, it's just, he's been at it for a while. So I think he's still going to keep doing shows, but I think he's, as far as doing work, I don't know. I think he's kind of said to retire, and I'm sure which all the acts that he's going to retire from. I'm pretty sure he's just going to be doing work, but he might still continue to do some shows. So we'll see. I might ask him and get clarification for that. I got to send him a DM about another project I'm looking at doing. So yes, those are these I had signed. Again, Ron Garden, Laura Martin didn't bring anything for them, but they signed my program. Jeff DeCall, who I've been following since his work on his covers for Journey into Mystery near the end of that first run, or was it? Or was it the second run? I don't know. Whatever the legacy numbers were, that there was a run that featured Sif, which was a fantastic story, and then his covers were just fantastic as well. And of course, I ended up doing some shopping, more than I anticipated, but I came across some fantastic books. One of my first purchases was actually a big book I've been after, a biggish book, and then I got these all kind of sorted already. I almost put these away, but I had them kind of sorted. So we're going to start with, we got Superman 1. Again, this was just one. Oops, the lighting and glare in this one is going to be a little off. But Superman 1 because I wanted to read some of the Gleason and Tomasi run there. Catwoman 1, it was $1 book. So yeah, I came across $1 dollar book dealer, and they had some other stuff too. But I was stopped at the dog books. So I would just look through, and all of a sudden, I came away with like I think about 5-6 books from them, including this one, Thor 429. This one has got Thor and Juggernaut on the cover. I'm checking that out. And I had flipped through it briefly, and there is an appearance from the Wrecking Crew. At least Wrecker was in here for sure. I don't know if the entire crew was in here. But I did see Wrecker. And yeah, I don't know where I flipped the rest of that. But yes, so that was cool there. And then this one, I think this was a dollar book too. Fantastic Four 232. This was actually when John Byrne's first issue won the FF. And I just liked the cover. So I was like, oh, sweet. And like $1, I'll take that. I'm curious about two things from John Byrne. How he did Fantastic Four and his Superman, what was it? Yeah, Superman from 1987, whatever. So curious about that one. Pick up a couple of Daredevil books. Played all my major titles except for the X-Men. I almost had an X-Men book. That was the book I was talking about before. But Daredevil, where we at? 143. There. And who's this? Is it? Oh, Daredevil Murders the Jester. Daredevil 135. Snag those. I wonder if I got these from the same dealer. I think they were the only 2 books I got from them. He had some other books that I was like, I think I could have. Some of the prices were a little bit, whatever. A couple of cat books. Who's this? Sins of the Fathers, 246. And 272. This rat cover there. This is one I almost thought I had, but I could not find any trace of it anywhere, so snagged that. And then 320, this is another one. I was like, I'm pretty sure I should have had this one, but I think I might have had a newsstand edition of that, so had to upgrade that. And then Avengers 360, this bronze cover with featuring the Vision, alternate visions. Probably is. I don't know. It might be the white costume. I'm not sure. And then we finish up with Amazing Spider-Man. Found some nice Amazing Spider-Man books. So we're going backwards. 290. So I missed that one. I was missing that one. I mean, Peter Parker asked a big question. Well, the dealer made a note for engagement issue there. And then 255. Even the ghosts can fear the night. 237. There's one I was apparently still missing. High and Mighty. You've got the Stiltman there. Hunter's perspective on this cover as well. If you can kind of catch the way, the direction of the buildings. I'm going to skip that one, save that one for last. And then this one, 204. Finally found a cheaper copy of this one. I keep seeing this one. All I ever find is newsstand editions. Newsstand hit several dealers, but some dealers had it for 15, 20 bucks. And, I don't know. I found another dealer that had them at multiple prices, and I grabbed the cheaper one. So, yeah. And one of the first purchases, the bigger book of the day. Hey, Spidey, think you're the only webhead in town? Meet Madam Web. That is right, people. Amazing Spider-Man 210, first appearance of Madam Web. Finally found this in my collection. Working on all of Amazing Spidey, but definitely still a few in the 200s that I'm missing. And this one, I said, yeah, I grabbed, this was actually part of a set of 5 books I picked up from a dealer. It was like, if you get 50 bucks, get 10% off. 100, you spend 100, 15% off, and then 200, something like that. I think it was 20 or something maybe. So I grabbed 5 books from him. And this one, I was like, saw this one, and then going back to him, I was like, let me see. Let me go check out some other dealers. I looked online, and this is definitely just a fantastic price. So went back and like, hey, can you open this up so I can look at the back cover? Look good. So all right, bet I'm taking all of these. So I have it. So yes, that was everything that I picked up and had signed on almost a free comic book day on day 1 of HeroesCon 2023. One other note, they have some other badges. I don't know which badge it is, but it has John Romita Jr.'s Daredevil and Spider-Man image that a lot of you should know. I want that one. I'm going to ask them, like, hey, at the end of the show, can I get one of those just to take? Because it just looks cool. So, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so that was day 1. It's almost I told BJ Kicks when I ran into him, this show reminded, and somebody else I ran into or talked to, it reminded me of Emerald City Comic Con because that took place in the convention center, and I watched the Washington State Convention Center, and it just felt like the layout of it felt similar. Just a lot of stuff spread all over the place, escalators everywhere, stairs over here, panel rooms and dealers, but the way this dealer floor was set up with the dealers and the artists and indie artists and India, whatever they call it, Indie Island, and a bunch of the other artists and everything, the way it was kind of set up, like, okay, still gonna get used to this. Cosplayers, I saw a few cosplayers, so you see that in my photo gallery when you go check that out. Remember, genoscomics.com. Yeah, and let's see, just talk about just some of the other things. Prices, saw dealers with, again, prices all over the place, $1 books, $2 books. Some dealers offering prices or discounts on books if you, like for bigger or more purchases, more you buy kind of thing. But then some others often like, hey, discounts off like automatically. Those ones are kind of tricky because I feel like they mark them up. And then it's like, hey, 30% off all of these books. But it just feels weird. Like, why wouldn't you just, I don't know. I just kind of get the thing of like, oh, did they mark them up to do that? Or just, hey, why not? Why the hell not? We're going to have, these are normal prices, but we're still going to give you a special discount. I don't know. That's that comic collector dilemma. You kind of, something you think about. But yeah, so that is that. Again, more fun on deck for the weekend. I will be here all weekend. So Saturday is a big day. I'm curious to see how it looks. The footage from today was, again, it was kind of spread out. I was just all over the place. I did like a couple seconds here, maybe a minute or so there. And then like so a lot of it will end up being from the later end of the day. Even though I'd already been there, I took some pictures. A lot of pictures were from the earlier part of the day. But a lot of the videos were from the later part of the day. Shout out to Kevin from Shortbox. I kind of mentioned that in the video. I just pop by there. I'm not even on Shortbox, but I just like their booth setup. So I was take a picture of their booth, all the cool books that they have, and get some footage of everything that they brought with them. So, I talked to him. We just kind of chatted up for a few minutes. So shout out to Kevin, cool dude. What else? I went to a panel. Went to the LGBTQIA plus panel. Who's a moderator? Rebecca Swanson, Stephanie Williams on there, Jeremy Whitley, George Gianti, and Cullen Bunn were on the panel there. A great discussion. I'm going to be chopping up some thoughts to put on my blog tonight. I'll be doing that. So probably be doing that while this video is rendering and uploading. So yes, again, more fun on deck. I've been making sure I'm active. YouTube videos, shorts, Instagram and Twitter. Trying to keep all those active and spread the content around. So yeah, just fun start. So I'm glad I came out here finally. So yes, more fun on deck. Even more that I'm planning to do some more creators. Plan to meet for the rest of the weekend. I gotta keep my. I don't understand. Honestly, I don't understand this. So everybody got an Artist Alley wristband. We still had the badge, and I was confused. I don't understand why I had them say Artist Alley. Questions I don't understand. Another question about not even just related to the convention, but Charlotte. Somebody tell me, what is with the scooters? There's scooters everywhere. I just see, I'm walking to the convention center and back, and there's just scooters just everywhere. I saw something online. I was looking for directions for something, and they had a scooter option. Like, what? I don't understand the scooters. And I kept seeing them, and I was like, I don't understand. What is the scooters thing? I don't understand how this works. What is it? I don't know. Maybe this is a Charlotte thing. I don't know. We're out here, ACC country. Who's to say? But yeah, so that is that. I'm going to wrap this up. But make sure you stay tuned. GENO'S Comics on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and genoscomics.com for more comic book and convention content, especially throughout the weekend. HeroesCon 2023. Let's have some fun. If you see me around, say what's up, take a picture, just talk about what's going on for the weekend. I'm sure there are some other fellow YouTubers out here for the weekend. So, let's connect and say hi, all that good stuff. So, yes, that is that. Happy collecting. If you're on the way to HeroesCon, safe travels. And yes, hope you have a fantastic weekend. If you're not here, just have some other thoughts. Share them in the comments below. Definitely, if you're new to the channel, like this and you like this type of content, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and share some of your thoughts. Always curious to hear, especially regarding convention content. If there's anything you want to hear, drop in the comments. Let me know. But yes, that is that from GENO'S Comics in the hotel room. It's nighttime, and I'm watching a replay of a college football bowl game, which is fantastic. So there's that. Also, I talked to a whole lot of random, just end up in conversations with so many different, just random people just throughout the day. At one booth, we were talking about comics and college football. Another Buckeyes fan was there. Outside of the show, talked to a dude who had did some good shopping. He was getting a sketch done, and just randomly at different booths, we were just talking about comics and just whatever else. So that was cool. That's part of the fun of being at a convention, just random conversations that you end up with. So yes, that is that. Time to wrap it up. Geno's Comics, thanks for watching, and peace out.